Right, we're here at the Kimbolton Memorial, right in the middle of the airfield. If you look over that way where the haystacks are, is where the old control tower used to be. We're at the memorial itself, which is now an industrial state. As you can see, we've got memorial here. Flags that are maintained, I believe Kimbolton Flags, which was located on the estate, maintains these flags for them, which is great. And you can look across. This would have been the runway at one point. Not entirely sure if I'm going to be able to make it onto the remains of a couple of the outbuildings that are on the industrial estate because of the guard that's on site. But we shall try. Never say never. Just a little bit of history about Kimbolton. Royal Air Force Station Kimbolton. It's a Class A airfield used by the United States Air Force 8th Air Force from 1942 to the end of Second World War. I'll wait for this Jeep to go by. First and 91st Bomb Group arrived in 1942 and began operations from RAF Kimbolton, but had to move off the field quickly as the runways were determined neither strong nor long enough for the heavy bomb loads the B-17s carried. Until the runways could be improved, the 17th Bomb Group medium used the field, flying B-26s from October of 42 until the group departed for North Africa, where the 17th Bomb Group's departure the main runway was strengthened and extended. The 379th Bomb Group Heavy, with its famous triangle K marking on the stabilizers, operated from Kimbolton until the end of the war. 4 squadrons, the 524th, 525th, 526th, and 527th Bomb Squadrons comprised the 479th, which flew its first combat mission on the 19th of May, 1943. They focused on the war-making capabilities of Germany. The 479th flew raids on heavy industry, refineries, warehouses, submarine pens, airfields, marshalling yards, and command and control centers across occupied Europe. They also flew missions against ball-bearing plants and against synthetic oil plants within Germany. On the 11th of January 1944, the 379th attacked aircraft factories deep in Germany without fighter cover, earning the unit the Distinguished Unit Citation. Before D-Day, the group focused on strong fixed positions, rail transfer, choke points, and gun batteries, softening up the Atlantic Wall before the invasion onto France. The B-17G, named Swampfire, flew over 100 missions without a single abort, which was an unheard accomplishment during the war, and it flew from RAF Kimbolton. 40 different crews took the plane on her mission over occupied Europe and Germany. The 379th Bomb Group holds the record for the most tonnage dropped by any U.S. Army Air Force bomb group operating from the United Kingdom's 26,459 tons of ordnance. The 79th holds the record for the most missions flown, 330 between May 1943 and May 1945. In June 1945, the 379th transferred from RAF Kimbolton, and the base was closed temporarily. And from the late 1940s until the early 60s, the Royal Air Force used it for basic training of new recruits, and it was closed after that, dismantled, and returned to farmland. And as you can see, also industrial states. Like I said, if you're interested in the history of the airfield and the Americans, not only the Americans, but also the British civilians and military that worked with the 8th Air Force during the wartime, then the 379th has a website and organization you can join on review, and also the the Imperial War Museum in Duxford also has on their website lots of photographs and testimonies. And I will now see if we can cycle on to see if we can see any outbuildings.